Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. We got a very somber Facebook Live tonight, and that's because we're saying goodbye to Peyton Langford. Peyton,
Yeah.
first of all, man, appreciate everything that you have
Oh, yeah.
done for us, for our weather station, for our stream, for the viewers. It's
Yeah.
man, it's yeah.
I
Go ahead.
appreciate you for everything. Getting started in the first month of not being on air, just learning the ropes. You took countless dinner breaks to help me get some practice on the green screen, get ready to go live on there, and I did a month later. And
I
just
know.
thank you for all the things that you taught me.
So I know a lot of people are probably wondering what's going on, and so first of all, you can tell people where you're headed, man.
So I'm headed back home to Houston as of right now. I won't be on TV. Stay tuned for that.
Crossing
might
our
change.
fingers, maybe that can change. Maybe we
Crossing
can.
our fingers.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'll be going back to Houston to be with my girlfriend, who's also a meteorologist, and I'll be close to my family. I'll be close to her family, and yeah,
What's that been like having a long distance relationship?
it has been really tough. I mean, just you miss a lot of things. You're not there for a lot of moments, and it's just been really, really hard. Communicating is really hard over FaceTime and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So I'm glad to be in person.
Well, I'll tell you what. Peyton has done so much here, and I remember when we were first hiring you, we were talking about radar and just the amount of knowledge that he brought to this area. And I hope we instilled more knowledge. I think we've all learned, stuff over the years. You've helped out. I think you're going to be seeing more of a social presence because you know how to do the Instagram stuff.
I'll be
cool.
getting on the social,
Yeah,
doing that kind of deal.
I think that's really cool. So make sure you keep up with them. We had some great times over the last several weeks. I've been a little
2 years.
Yeah, well, really, that's true. But we did some things that were on our bucket list to do together. But yeah, we did. We had for 2 years. It's been amazing. I've had some storms in my life, and so I wasn't able to kind of pour out to the weather team as much as I would like, but we got to do those bucket list items. And so
we've all had storms in our lives.
That was really cool.
Our team is so closely knit that we're able to, just talk to one another.
What's been one of your most memorable experiences here at KNW?
Most memorable experiences?
Yeah.
Probably one of them was getting my face painted for a live shot.
I love that.
National night out.
That was awesome,
in
man.
Fort Smith.
Yeah.
They just came out to me live. My face was fully painted as a skeleton.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny. But the second,
you literally made the anchors laugh out loud.
That was pretty funny. But now that I think about it, my favorite has to be when the alarm went off for Weather Rate, and I was on the green screen. So Weather Rate is our forecasting competition that we do.
Yep.
And Dan at one point used to have a timer on his phone,
to remember
to do it. And during the 10 o'clock, it would usually go off 5 minutes after the 10 o'clock newscast ended. And for some reason, like during weather, he had his phone over on the little desk that's to the side of the green screen. And we were coming out to final forecasts, and they're pulling up the 7-day, but it looks, you think it's just a 7-day, but they actually made the green screen hot.
Yeah.
And Dan's alarm is going off because we went a little bit later because of football, I think.
Yeah, it was like a
Monday Night
recording.
Football.
Yeah. So typically I have that running after the newscast, and I'm in the middle of my weather. I come back to the desk, like you said. And
yeah, so they had the green screen hot. Dan's alarm was going off, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And I could see the tally light, which is like the light that tells you if the wall is hot. It was red. It's like, okay, the wall is hot. Maybe I had to crawl under the camera to turn off the alarm. And you could see like the top of my back like go under it. And then I turned it off. I had no idea I was seeing it on air or not. And then I doubled down by trying to sneak back under, and my back was still showing.
We got we got a good laugh. We got a good laugh at that. That was fun. That was definitely a news blooper. I'll never forget, May 26th, man, when you were out there, you were storm chasing, and that's a scary experience for you.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
The way that you were pretty nervous about that storm actually caused a lot of people to take shelter from that tornado.
Yeah, because I knew there was a lot of damage.
I know.
Out in Decatur. That's where I was going to help out Josh with like search and rescue. And then it dropped southeast, and just before putting down the Rogers tornado, in the RFD. There's like 80 miles per hour winds
Man,
at least.
it was crazy. So we have an amazing weather team. We've got Zach Gilday, who's off tonight. Josh Rugger, who's probably watching sports or playing some games, maybe going to bed. We don't have any storms tonight that we have to worry about, so that's good news. Peyton, in case you're just joining right now, a lot of people are still asking, where are you going? You're going to Houston?
Yep, going back home to Houston.
I bet your mom, your dad, they're really excited
Mm-hmm.
about having you
Everyone's
back.
very excited.
It's not easy because you're moving away from family, but you get those experiences in life, and so
I have my second family up here.
That's right.
Everyone at the station has been like, brothers and sisters, father in some cases, because
me
you're almost as old as my dad.
Because I'm older. Yeah, no, I get it.
But yeah, it's just felt like a second home up here, and so that's the greatest thing that's been a part of the station. My experience over the last 2 years is I haven't felt super long because everyone here has been super awesome.
So we've got a few more minutes before we get to the 9 o'clock newscast. Peyton, we appreciate you. I kind of wanted to do something which might be a little unique, but people might be wondering what's next for the weather team.
Right. Because there'll be a spot that needs to be filled.
That's right. And so you are passing the torch, literally.
Handing over the clicker.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's a good idea. So here's the clicker. We're passing over the torch, and that's because we have joining us our newest weather team member that will be starting next week. So I know it seems like you're leaving, someone else is coming in pretty quickly, and I know it's like, wow, that was fast. But Peyton is leaving on his own accord, and he's wanting
super
to go.
good terms.
Yes.
My contract was running out.
Yep.
I was looking at trying to get back home to my family, my girlfriend, and it just so worked out that the person coming up can start that quickly.
It all works out. It all works out. So with no further ado, we are welcoming Blaze Thomas. Blaze, welcome to Facebook Live. We got a lot of people watching. Edward says Blaze is back. So I don't know if you know Edward at all or not, but Edward came to the station. Were you here when he was here?
Oh, yeah. You did that interview with you? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. So Blaze, we're excited to have you. Peyton, I want you to provide some advice for Blaze. Since you've been here 2 years, you're the veteran.
Yeah.
What are some things that he should know?
Well, don't listen to no, I'm kidding.
Exactly.
No.
Wait,
listen to what? No, the best thing is, play around with the graphics as much as you can. That's the quickest way to learn WSI Max. And that's the quickest way I learned. And then I got super involved in creating a whole iPad palette. So just play around with the graphics as much as you can. You'll never know what you'll stumble upon. I've taught Dan some things about the graphics, and we've talked to the Mac support about figuring out some things. So just play around with the graphics as much as you can. That helps you get used to it. Helps you get comfortable with it, especially once you get working on the wall. And QLCS tornadoes. That's the big kicker around here. And
we'll go through the training.
Once you go through the training, Dan will walk you through it. It becomes a slice of pie. It becomes a piece of cake, pretty much.
Well, Blaze, I want you to introduce yourself. I think a lot of people already know you. Probably a lot of people from your area in the Clinton area are watching. So, Blaze, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Blaze Thomas. I'm 21 years old, and I currently live north of Clinton. And weather's just been a passion of mine for many years. It all started in 2013. My house and church was hit by a tornado. And after that, the passion really started. And I just wanted to inform people about severe weather and keep people safe during the storms.
Now, what's some of your technology background? Because where were you working before you're taking on this job with the weather team?
So I was working at the Searcy County School District as the media tech coordinator. I did the broadcasting for sports and also helped with the media. So like the Facebook page, Instagram, things like that. Also did some work on the website. And I've got an associate technology degree from North Arc in Harrison.
So that technology will come in handy. For sure.
Yeah. We're doing a lot of technology upgrades around the whole station.
Yeah. that's another thing. And Peyton, you'll have to come back and see it.
I definitely am.
We are going to be redesigning our weather lab to make it a little more efficient during severe weather. 'Cause I don't know if people know this, but there's a wall in between me and Peyton, literally a wall, and it blocks all of the view of the weather lab. And so to be able to have eye contact during severe weather, to be able to see what they're doing, and that'll make it just more seamless. So very cool. Let's have maybe some people ask questions here.
I know someone was
on
asking
Facebook
about
Live. Yeah.
internships, like saying all these guys coming and going. Is it just a bunch of internships for
Right here.
college guys?
Yeah.
Not exactly, Mandy. So I graduated with my meteorology degree from Texas A&M back in 2023. And no, it's just, that's how that's how the industry works. Is everybody, Dan's on a contract, Doug and Allie are on contracts, people from sports, just kind of the way that the industry works. So, you can either re-sign or not re-sign. And so that's kind of how the industry works. And so Blaze will have a contract. And Blaze, aren't you doing online at Mississippi State right now? Getting ready to finish that up too?
Yep, I'll have my meteorology degree in December. So
sweet. Looking forward to that. You got to have a graduation celebration.
And Josh will be graduating
in the fall
soon too. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, everybody is everybody's winding down with their meteorology degree. So what was that like for you? I remember when I got my meteorology degree, I took a sigh of relief and I patted myself on the back literally because I was good job, Dan, because nobody believed that I could do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, seriously. Including my professors when they said one out of you 9 will fail in this degree. No, I'm serious.
That's not a good professor.
No, it's not a very great vote of confidence.
But yeah, no, it's a big sigh of relief. I was storm chasing during graduation, so I missed that. And one of my professors gave me a certificate or a piece of paper and printed out in the hotel lobby that said, "Congrats, you're a meteorologist now." Yeah. I eventually got my degree in the mail, but it's just a sigh of relief knowing, like, that's like an initial kind of trust thing. There's like 2 types of people that are well trusted in the broadcast industry. You have people like, like Blaze or Zachary Hall, that grew up doing this, built from the ground up.
Yep.
They were weather following. And then, if you're brand new, it's like, all right, does this guy know what he's talking about? Does he have the degree to back it up?
Yeah.
And that's kind of me.
Exactly. Yep. So yeah, this is kind of a smaller market in television, generally speaking. It's just above a market 100, above meaning a lower number. The lower the number, the bigger the market. The
it's
more
like city
people.
size almost.
Yeah.
Like area.
It's the amount of households that televisions reach. And so this place is growing. There's no doubt about that. Northwest Arkansas is growing. So what do you cover, Blaze, in terms of your area? Tell us about, I know you already have the following, but tell me what you're building up.
Right now, before I accepted this job at KNWA, I covered Searcy County and Van Buren County.
Now, the good news is Searcy County is just east of Newton County. So we literally will be watching storms. If Alexis is on here from Pleasant Grove, she watches all the time. And she's like, what about Pleasant Grove? And we have that camera to be able to look over the valley. So, in just the east of Boone County, too. So, a lot of those counties, we might not stay on TV because that's Little Rock Television, but we can continue our stream. I know you'll be watching for everyone as well. So, what are you most excited about, Blaze, when you come in here?
I think just learning more about the weather and weather forecasting and doing severe weather coverage. I love severe weather coverage.
Heck yeah, well, you get a lot of it here. It's always at night.
There's no doubt about that. So, this is the camera guru right here. So we're gonna have to train him. There was you've caught several of those storms with the cameras,
quite a few tornadoes,
including that November 4th tornado. That was probably the biggest snipe of Peyton that he did.
Yeah.
When he spun that camera around, zooms in, watches that thing touch down. The raindrop was blocking it. That was just top notch. So. And sometimes we don't always win. With October 31st, there was a tornado that touched down and
missed it.
Yeah,
the Prairie Grove
tornado. We weren't quite looking east, and so that's when we were like, you know what, we are going to be on it all the time now. And so that's going to be a task that you have. We'll train you on that, and you might get the technology where we'll be able to stream those cameras, where people can look at that online. So I'm excited about that. We can do that as well. So, well, let's see what we've got for maybe some. Do you have any pets, animals? What kind of music do you like?
So I've got technically 2 cats. One that's actually a stray that's just showed up recently, but I've got a main cat. And I love her. Her name's Calico. And music, I would say contemporary Christian. I love Christian music.
I'm gonna play some Theocracy. Yep. It's heavy metal Christian. Which, by the way, if you like running, you put on Mirror of Souls, and it's a 22-minute, 30-second song. Got to finish a 5K in it. So here's a great question: Baja Blast, yes or no? This might determine.
Yes.
Yes. All right, let's go. Baja Blast. Even though Zach doesn't drink it, we got him to take a sip.
Yeah, he took a sip one time and almost died.
Yeah, he literally did. Oh, Richard's on here. Puffy Clouds. I haven't said Puffy Clouds in a while, Richard. Oh, yeah. Here's the question. Are you ready for push-up challenges? Oh.
I don't know about this.
We're going to get Blaze swole, man.
Yep.
You're going to come in here, and next thing you know, he's going to be ripped.
Yeah, what Zach did for me,
5% body fat.
Zach would stay during my 7:00 newscast, and every time I had like a filler word, which is like something a lot of broadcast meteorologists have in their early career, he'd make you do 10 push-ups per filler word. And so I stopped saying those filler words really fast because I didn't want to do 1,000 push-ups.
We're going to learn miles per hour.
Yep.
Further, farther.
Yep. Further versus farther.
All those things. Is 42 too old to start with behind the scenes? I don't know. I guess maybe not. I don't know. How about this? We'll miss Blaze in Van Buren County. The good news is you're not gonna have to miss him because you'll be on 479 first, and also you'll be covering those storms for your area. Maybe not while it's happening here. Like if it's happening here and there, we'll kind of bounce back and forth, but we won't cover the storms as much because that is Little Rock television.
Right.
Cats or dogs? You already said you have a stray cat.
Cats.
Yeah. I have a cat and a dog. Pink, the loudest cat known to humans.
And I have a cat too named Nado. Nado.
Oh, how about this? Trying to forecast snow up here. Blaze will have fun.
It is pretty tough.
Yeah. Winter weather is just, yeah. Okay. Turd Ferguson. Love this guy. Boxers or briefs? I'm a boxers kind of guy, so I'll just say that.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Depends on the day.
How about boxer briefs?
Yeah. Go with the good middle ground there.
You can plead the fifth if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna plead the fifth.
All right, sounds good. He goes commando, I guess. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? That's a real legit question.
I'm pretty basic, so vanilla.
Vanilla. All right. Well, we're gonna have to sprinkle some sprinkles on there.
I like the old-fashioned vanilla from Bluebell.
Ooh, yeah.
The vanilla bean. That was a good one.
Are you ready for the 8-ball?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, he says, yeah. He'll know how to read it. Should have been in the gym with me. Do you know Keisha?
I know Keisha. Yes, she goes to my church.
All right, Keisha, we're gonna get him in the gym. We're gonna be doing some push-up challenges.
I actually just saw her just right before this.
Now, are you a big Razorback fan?
Huge.
All right. Well, then you'll fit it right in. We all call the Hogs. We're gonna be doing a lot of that this weekend. So
if those games get in.
Blizzard Blaze maybe might be your nickname.
During the winter.
You got a nickname?
No.
Let's see. What would be a good B word?
Why do you need a nickname? Blaze is a sick name as it is.
Blaze is the Blaze Thomas.
But during the winter, you got to change it to like Blizzard or something.
Blizzard Blaze. Oh, that's awesome.
My Facebook page was called the Blizzard and Blaze weather page, so
What?
works out.
That's
Oh, yeah,
amazing.
nice.
Nice. What are some things that you want to implement here, technology-wise? How about that? That's my question for you.
You also don't have to give away your secrets to the competition. You might be
Oh
watching.
yeah, you're right. Yeah. Never mind. Keep that between us.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, it's a competitive world.
Dog eat dog
It is.
world
Yeah.
out there.
Baja Blaze. Now
Baja
we're talking.
Blaze. Now we're
Baja
talking.
Blaze Blast. Man, Turd Ferguson is just going nuts.
It's on a roll.
Okay, here's a question. Do you like the movie Twister?
I love it.
I got one. Twister 1 or Twisters?
Ooh, this one's tough. I gotta go with. I may get some twisters.
Do you
Twisters.
like Twisters?
All right.
That's okay. I mean, I
like the second one better.
right. Liquid throwing into the tornado or Dorothy?
Mm,
I'm
Probably-
going personally.
Dorothy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The liquid going into the tornado just
Yeah.
that's not going on.
It's not feasible. You need it way more. Chris, you were saying, come help Climb Tower.
Oh, no, there you go. There you go.
Nice.
Twister the original.
Twister
Yeah.
the original, yeah.
Well, guys, I'll tell you what, we are running out of time. We've got Fox 24 news at 9, but Peyton, we're gonna miss you, man. We're gonna
Yep.
miss you. He is passing the clicker on to Blaze.
It's all yours.
There you go.
Thank you.
He's grabbing the clicker, and so we don't have any tornado threat tonight. So, all right, guys. Well, we got to
No.
run. I'm not off the top, right?
No, you're not.
Okay. I was hoping for not being off the top.
Right.
Okay.
Almost everyone, thanks for having me in
Yeah.
your household. Appreciate the times I've been able to keep you safe and
I got to do my mic
communicate the
here.
weather. So yeah. Yeah, you gotta put the mic on.
Yep.
Had a fun time. Blaze, I know you'll have a great time here. The most fun. It's just always a blast. A Baja blast even. But yeah.
All right.
Be
Well,
great.
we're going to shut it on down. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. And from one meteorologist to a future meteorologist. From one meteorologist. No, I can't do that. It's reverse image.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, I got you. From one meteorologist to why doesn't it point to you? What is the word?
You got a point.
So I got to go like this. What? Okay, there we
Oh,
go.
that way.
See, I'm pointing to you. All right, never mind. That's all. Words.
From one
From
of
one
the other.
meteorologist to the next weather team member. We'll see you guys. Have a good one. God bless.